or with your family. Our encouragement to you is watch this video, listen to the scriptures and what we're talking about, scriptures specifically about prayer, and then use this in your own life to give you a directed time of prayer, either with yourself, with your family, or in a small group. The past couple of weeks, we have been going through Psalm 139, and we are now more than halfway through this psalm. So go ahead, open up your scriptures to Psalm 139, and that's where we're going to start this evening. So Psalm 139, verse 13 says this: "For it was you who created my inward parts. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I will praise you because I have been remarkably and wonderfully made. Your works are wondrous, and I know this very well. My bones were not hidden from you when I was made in secret, when I was formed in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw me when I was formless. All my days were written in your book and planned before a single one of them began." This week, David, in this section, focuses on God's omnipotence, which basically means that God is all powerful. God has the ability to do whatever he wants to do. And this is seen in the life of Jesus Christ while he was here on earth. Jesus did a lot of things that we as humans are completely incapable of doing. Beyond just the fact that he rose from the dead, Jesus also rose other dead people from the dead. He rose Lazarus from the dead. Jesus healed the blind. Jesus healed the deaf. Jesus healed the lepers. Jesus walked on water. So God has shown us all throughout Scripture that he is omnipotent, which means, again, that he is all powerful. And in these 4 verses, that is what David focuses on. So we're going to kind of look at this and see how this applies to our prayer life this evening. So verse 13, "For it was you who created my inward parts. You knit me together in my mother's womb." What David is talking about here is the fact that I am not a mistake. God created me specifically. He created me exactly the way that he intended to create me. I love the word that's used here when he says you knit me together. I don't know if you've ever seen somebody knit or watched somebody knit or knitted anything yourself, but there's a lot of intricate work that goes into knitting. And when you think about the creative process of making a person, there is a lot that goes into that creation of a person. And God created me, he created you exactly the way that you are. He did not make a mistake. Yes, there are things about ourselves that we may not like. There may be things that we don't like about ourselves in the way that we talk, the way that our hair color is, or our eye color, or how tall we are, or short we are. There are probably a lot of things that we don't like about ourselves, but the encouraging thing is God created us exactly the way that we are supposed to be. He did not make a mistake. The next thing, verse 14, "I will praise you because I have been remarkably and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, and I know this very well." David here in this passage is saying that I am God's masterpiece. You think about all of God's creation, the mountains, the oceans, sunsets, sunrises, the vast universe that is out there, and all of those things in our universe that are awesome and beautiful. And think about this. God says that you, people, mankind, humankind, we are his ultimate pinnacle of creation. We are his masterpiece. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10 tells us this. And David reiterates that here in verse 14. So I am not a mistake. I am God's masterpiece. And verse 15, "My bones were not hidden from you when I was made in secret, when I was formed in the depths of the earth." I matter. My life matters. I matter. I'm not a mistake. I am God's masterpiece, and I matter. There is a reason why I'm here. God created me on purpose for a reason. David talks about my bones were not hidden from you when nobody knew about me, when I was not even known by any single person here on the face of the earth. God knew me and God formed me, and I was a part of his plan. I matter to God, and therefore I should matter to other people, and other people should also matter to us. Last verse in this section, verse 16, your eyes saw me when I was formless. All my days were written in your book and planned before a single one of them began. So I am not a mistake. I am God's masterpiece. I matter, and I have a purpose. There is a reason why God created you. You have a purpose for being here. And God has planned out your life. There is something that he has planned for you to do. There are people that you are supposed to meet and talk to and share the gospel with. There is a spouse that he has planned for you to meet one day and marry and then have children with and have a family with. There is a church that you are supposed to be a part of and act in and serve in and worship in. We have a purpose. We have a reason for being here. And God has given that purpose to you, written out that purpose for you, and it is your job to discover that purpose and fulfill that purpose. You know, as I'm thinking about this, I am not a mistake. I am God's masterpiece. I matter, and I have a purpose. This should stir me down to the core of my soul to thank God, to thank him for creating me specifically the way that I am, to thank him for giving me a purpose. You know, in today's society, people are trying to figure out why they exist, why they are here. And if you go with their worldview of we were just an accident of evolution and just so happened to be here, that gives them no hope. That gives them no purpose. That gives them no reason why they are here. It's just, I am an accident. But no, in God's eyes, we are not a mistake. He created us on purpose. We are his masterpiece, the ultimate part of his creation. Beyond everything that's been created, he looks at us and says, that is what I am most proud of. We matter to him. And then he has a purpose for us. So in your prayer time today, I want to encourage you, and these things are going to be on a list here at the end of the video for you to take a screenshot of and pray through those things. So what I'm encouraging you to do tonight in your prayer time is thank God for these things. And you can include some of your own things on the list. Thank God for your personality. Thank God for your parents. Thank God for your individuality. No one else is like me. Thank God for the parts of me that I like, and thank God for the parts of me that I don't like. Thank God for my talents and abilities. Thank God for saving me. Thank God for my relationship with him. Thank God for my spouse. Thank God for my family. Thank God for knowing and caring about me. Thank God for giving me a purpose. And if you're still trying to figure out what that purpose is, ask him to show you. Thank God for giving me hope, for giving me mercy, giving me grace, and giving me his love. And then ask God to help you fulfill his purpose for your life. Ask God to give you the message of hope, or excuse me, ask God to help you give this message of hope out to the world. The world desperately needs to hear this message of God's hope, that he specifically created them and they are not a mistake, that they are his masterpiece, that they matter, and that they have a purpose. The world desperately needs to hear this message. And then ask God, may I walk worthy of the life and the salvation that you gave me. So thanks for watching today. Here at the end, there is going to be that screenshot. Just take some time to pray over these things and spend some time in prayer. I'm really encouraged about the folks at Concord that have been praying, and I want to encourage you. Your prayers have been felt. Your prayers have been answered. So please continue to have those prayers going up before the Father each and every day, but also each and every week on Wednesday evenings.